Every fucking day my baby daddy come here with one fucking meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there he go, and I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose out of him so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Listen, how is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Listen,
them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. Why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I gotta bring? So when I bring my son food, I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that shit dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are their daddies at? Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's?
So
you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
That ain't 3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, the I did.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids.
Why are you recording me?
Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all then. He can't take that shit. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had 1 or 2, I can maybe. You got it's 3 extra kids. What the f***? I like going to my motherfucking account, spending money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your fucking kids' siblings.
They're my so that means
yeah.
I take care of them.
So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
Your babies.
Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kid as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel the way about eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
Send him down to the car. He ain't got any for his brothers and sisters. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here.
You sound stupid.
Dumb. He ain't eating this. You.
Why would you just do that?
Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish as a like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that shit. Dumb.
Take care of him anyway.
Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. Bye, stupid. Thought I was finna take that shit today. Yeah.
This is crazy. This female is upset at this guy for not buying McDonald's for all her kids when he's the father for one. She has 4 kids. And he's upset at this one guy, this one baby daddy, for not providing for all her kids. He's not responsible to provide for all your kids. He's responsible to provide for his kid, his child. She tried to expose him. She exposed how irresponsible she is. Because how you got 4 kids and you can't afford to provide for your kids? If you can't afford to provide for kids, you don't need to be having kids. I understand that you might accidentally have 1 kid. Or maybe 2 kids. Because maybe you have a twin. Maybe you have twins. So I could understand if you have 1 or 2 kids accidentally. But any kids after that, that's a choice you made. You knew the consequences of having sex. You could have terminated those kids. Roe v. Wade was not overturned as yet. So you could have terminated those pregnancy before you brought it to term. You got all kinds of birth control you could have taken if you knew that you couldn't provide for the kids. But you brought them to terms. Okay, cool, fine. Where are the fathers? Why are you pressuring the one good guy who's trying to provide for his child? If you can't provide for the kids, take his son and give him to his dad, so that he doesn't have to see his sisters or brothers not being fed, or he's suffering because his sisters or brother's dad and mom can't provide for the for them. And I could understand if it was your kid's uncle or cousin or your family members bringing food for one child and not feeding your other kids. I could see where you have the right to get upset, because the guy would be related to all your kids, but he's not. This guy is not related to any of your kids except for that one that he has with you, and that's his one and only responsibility. He's not responsible for you and for your kids. He's responsible for his kid. And it's so bad. You could have even taken you didn't even have to curse him. You could have talked to him calmly, and maybe he would have been like, okay, you know what, you're right, let me go buy something for cheap, or let me buy something cheap next time, like a large pizza, and bring it so that my son could share it with his brothers and sisters. You could have done that. You didn't have to come out all angry. Anger is never going to get you anywhere. Being loud doesn't make you right. Being angry and loud does not make you right. All that does is turn people away from whatever you're going to say.